What subconscious creators? There's this kind of myth in personal development, right? That, I'll just jump on a personal growth path and it will be this upward trajectory. I'm growing, I'm working on myself, I'm working on projects, business, manifestations, creating that dream, and it's just going to be this gradual upward trajectory. And then people beat themselves up and get really worried when they hit a low point, when there's a clusterfuck of negative thoughts and emotions in the awareness, in the experience, and they think, it must be back to square one. This personal growth isn't really adding up to anything. But the thing is about a personal growth journey is, yes, things do genuinely get better, in the sense of, if you're working on your body, things are going to get better. You're going to get leaner, you're going to get slimmer, you're going to feel healthier, perhaps you're going to have more energy, and we could describe that as being better. If you get yourself into a better financial situation and the physical freedom that comes with that, that's better. Whether or not you're working on your mental emotional well-being, whatever it is, your belief system, anything that you're moving towards, if you're working on it, if you're growing, it's going to get better. But the other thing is that as you're moving up the levels, as you are transcending old limiting beliefs, old paradigms, old friendship groups, old social circles, moving up into new chapters of your life, there are going to be moments where you get triggered. There are going to be moments where old belief systems are dying and there's a grieving process. There's going to be moments in which your old beliefs suddenly rear their head in a really dysfunctional way. And you have got to stay as the awareness without immediately identifying with them, not getting yourself into some kind of mindset where you think all of this stuff has just got to disappear. Your old conditioning has momentum. If you've been believing something for 10, 20, 30 years, it has momentum. The idea isn't just to stop it. The idea isn't just to push it away. The idea isn't that if you get on a personal growth journey, all of a sudden you're going to be this emotionless zombie that just marches fearlessly towards their dreams. No. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be points in which you're stretched. There's going to be ups and downs. It's a roller coaster, right? If you're on the journey is a roller coaster. It's a dance. It's a piece of music. And like a roller coaster has ups and downs, like a piece of music has slow parts, sadder parts, a build up, a crescendo, a peak. Like a dance has similar things. It's a dynamic process, and it's about accepting the ebb and flow of this growth process. It's not a linear, straight upward path, it's a zigzag. The path to success is a zigzag. I've had points in my life, even just recently, where old conditioning has reared its head in a really ugly, dysfunctional way. And it can almost get to the point where it feels like it eclipses your peace, because you're moving up levels, you're transcending old ways of thinking and doing things. And so even more of your dysfunctional past is going to be triggered into your awareness. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to identify with it and act out all the behaviors associated with it. What I talk about in my content is being the awareness, bringing inner acceptance to the external world, to your thoughts and emotions, recognizing that yes, they're there. You don't need to push them away. It's about your relationship to them. Which ones do you choose to believe? Which thoughts do you choose to act on? Or which thoughts do you allow to arise into your experience and say, okay, that's there, that's my old conditioning, and let it dissolve by not giving it the energy. When you try and give it the energy, when you try and push these things away, old emotions, latent pain body, old patterns of thinking, you actually re-energize them, because you're giving them your energy, you're giving them the identification in another way. So just be that observer as you go through these challenges. Just realize that there's a stillness within you that knows your path, that knows you're on the right one, that knows that yes, whatever happens, things will be okay. Tap into that stillness, tap into that true intuition within you by slowing down periodically and not pressurizing yourself to be on it 100% all of the time. Yes, it's great. And this is what we work on. If you were to work with me one-to-one, we would work on getting these, these whole periods, like perhaps weeks or months at a time, where you're just absolutely flying every day, waking up with a fire in your heart and a joy and a passion, peace and happiness, working towards your goal. That's what it should feel like most of the time. We're here on this planet to experience this happiness and this joy, but there's also this other side. There's also these challenges that are inevitably a part of life. There's also the fact that you're going to get triggered at certain points, because it's an inevitable part of moving up, of growing, of creating bigger things in your life, bringing in higher quality problems. You're still going to have problems, but they're going to be higher quality ones. They feel better than the lower quality ones. Give yourself a break. You got this. Peace.